What's up, guys? It's me, Lino. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, September 28th, Monday, 2020. Just got done from walking around. Just took a walk. As I was earlier today, being gang stalked by people, that remote neural monitor. Everybody knows what remote neural monitor is. I've noticed the stuff on my face, the stuff they write. I've noticed it over the years, man. Checked all my old pictures also, you can see words written in my beard, underneath my fucking beard, the back of my head. These are people that, when I go to sleep, sneak into my home and do some stuff like that. They've been fucking with my face. One of the jail administrator the other day, this past weekend when I was locked up for protesting, she said they're still going to putty his face, meaning talking about my face, putty it. And, earlier today, I said these people that, gang stalk me, they V2K. Everybody that's a target individual knows what V2K is. That's voice to skull. That's where they use technology to speak to you without any device. The receiving end, like me, I won't need any device to hear these people harassing me. They'll harass you through V2K. They'll also talk amongst each other, members of their groups, their cult. It is a pedophile white satanic ring here in Albany, Texas, and I've been speaking up against it, and they claim that everybody's a pedophile. What the deal is, if they don't get caught, they'll show that they're a pedophile. Meaning like an older woman, she can't resist the fact that she would have sex with a high school boy that looks good, or a junior high boy, or some go even younger, or the opposite. A guy with a high school girl or middle school girl boy. And I say you're going to find out one day. Not everybody is a pedophile when you're in hell, and not everybody is in hell with y'all. And one of the little girls that's a member of their shit said, "Yes, they are." Like talking about how everybody's a pedophile. She's a part of that shit. She also tells me all the time. That people are pedophiles. Like that everybody's a pedophile. She would always tell me everybody's a pedophile, and and she would always like, everybody's a pedophile. I'm like, no, not everybody's a pedophile. And she would repeat that at times. And I was waving at my little niece that just walked by. If you I don't show her on camera because she don't need to be on camera. But that's where I was smiling. I was waving at my little niece. And she was saying, the little girl was saying, everybody's a pedophile. And I was like, no, not everybody's a pedophile. And just a few minutes ago, if you know what this technology is, that sometimes vibrations, it picks up the vibrations, or sometimes they send out a vibration. Because sometimes this is how they get away with it, because they say it picks up vibrations. You can feel people's vibration, but they also send out vibration. If they want to make someone horny, they will send out a vibration to make that person horny. But just a few minutes ago, they were talking about this one older female that I seen in public just a few minutes ago when I was out walking around and going to the store. The vibration of sexual energy was just felt. I even felt it, man. And the old man said, one of these ringleaders said, you didn't think that everybody's a pedophile, meaning, they basically turn people into pedophiles. It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter, if they find these people attractive, they will turn them into pedophiles. Because that's why that little girl would always say, everybody's a pedophile. And I'm like, no, not everybody's a pedophile, but they tend to fucking every person they come across, that they find attractive, they prove that those people are pedophiles by, having sex with them and doing stuff like that. And they're all pedophiles, man. People who remote neural monitor here in Albany, Texas, they're all pedophiles, man, and they're all into that shit. And what they basically do is they're like, it's like they're trying to prove me wrong in front of their members, you know, because if they find a hot girl that's attractive, they're like, watch, she's a pedophile. And but they'll bring her into their pedophile ring, and she'll be part of their group or cult, satanic pedophile ring. I call them satanic because they do satanic attacks. And but I still won't believe that everybody's a pedophile, man. I won't believe that, you know. But they say otherwise, man. These people that remote neural monitor, they say otherwise, and these guys are like smart, you know, because they're going to try to spin it around to, you know, bullshit, acting like the good people, saying they're locking up pedophiles when in reality they are pedophiles, man. These people that remote neural monitor are pedophiles. Don't ever fucking let them lie to you. They act so normal out in public. They go by the Freemasonry book, and I mean, this shit I've already fucking known, man, with how they go by, you know. They deny out in public. They act normal in public. If they can change the subject, they will. If it's about them, they'll hurry up and change the subject. They'll cause a distraction. They'll come up with all kinds of ways how to twist it, spin it back on the person that's exposing it. You know, I've been exposing it. Or they'll try to lock you up or try to do all kinds of stuff, you know. And they are all pedophiles, man. They all doing stuff together, and they're all getting away with it. And they're using remote neural monitoring, you know, to keep track of all their fucking members, so they don't get caught. And they use voice to skull to communicate with each other. That way they don't have to use cell phones. That way it won't be traceable at times when they're doing their illegal ass activity. And they use direct energy weapons, you know, at times to turn females on or turn males on, you know, sexually. You know, when those males or females ain't sexually at the time, they'll use that, and also they'll use MK Ultra mind control, a lot of MK Ultra mind control. But once they become members of that shit, they start doing it to people, you know, also, and it's like one big old fucking spider web getting people into their fucking ring cult group, and that's how they get away with it, man. And, you know, a lot of these girls, like just last night, you know, I was like, I know a lot of them, you know, she was like, well, they made us this way, you know, and I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, it's because, man, them girls, some of these, but they don't give a fuck, man. These girls, they don't give a fuck, you know, because I said who I quoted, they made us this way, unquote. That's what she has said. These people that remote neural monitor will use that to get away with it if they ever get caught, or even not even get caught, they will fucking use it anyway, you know, to try to make themselves look like the good people, you know, because a lot of these people do evil ass shit, and they get away with it, man. Just like earlier when I was walking down Main Street, one member had told the ring, you know, and I quote, we're prison, unquote. And what she meant by that is that if I were to ever go to prison, that's when her members, you know, within the group, ring, cult, you know, that's when they'll do, that's when they'll take their fucking, that's when it's their time to fucking attack me, you know, for exposing all these people. You know, it's like they're going to fucking do evil ass shit to me, have shit done to me, you know, like when I'm in jail here, and also in Albany, Texas, how they get people to fuck with the food, get jailers to fuck with the food, trustees to fuck with the food. Members will get people to do that shit, you know. And she said we're prison, meaning if I go down, you know, for whatever, dude, because they're always trying to get me locked up. Just like here recently, over the weekend, I got locked up for protesting against pedophiles, and that's fucked up because I was protesting against pedophiles. And she said, you know, we're prison if they ever try to get me locked up, because everyone knows this. Every target individual knows how gang stalkers, those are people that use remote neural device, always try to get people locked up. You know, they'll always try to get them draw them to fights. You know, situations that will get the target locked up. You know, like me, they're always trying to draw me into a fight, or, you know, trying to make me look violent in the public to get me arrested, even when I'm not doing nothing bad, but defending myself and speaking up for myself. These are people who will do stuff like that. But anyway, I'm talking to my little niece and everybody, you know, my family. But I was just letting you know these people are evil as fuck like that, man. Here in Albany, Texas, and all surrounding areas.